Look, I told you before I ain't no chicken, but I do got some chicken miner pay dirt. And we're going to check this out today. 3 pounds of pay dirt and a whole lot of fun. Let's get to it.
Shed in the back, old dreams in the dark. Dig Daddy's out there with a fire in his heart. Pay dirt on the table, sifting through the night. Glitter in his eyes, everything feels right. Hand in the water, fingers in the mud. Buckets full of promise, gold in the blood. Gear on the bench, tools of a trade. Hustling through the silence, riches to be made.
What's up, prospectors? Dig Daddy out here in the shed, and that's right, we got us a bag of chicken miner pay dirt. Always love whenever the opportunity to get some of their pay dirt comes up. Somebody let me know, Dig Daddy, they got dirt, and I was on it. In fact, I jumped on it during a live stream. Somebody told me as my live stream was kicking off, and didn't matter. When their dirt comes up, I'll drop everything and I'll make sure I get a bag, because I am always happy with what I get. And today we're going to see if that tradition holds true, if I'm going to be excited to find what I find, or if we're going to be disappointed, which I really don't suspect. So let's take a look at the pay dirt page. All right. So if you go to the page here, you'll see there is no description. Well, I mean, there's a little bit of a description. We look at it right here. 3 pounds of chicken miner's famous pay dirt, at least 0.75 of a gram of gold in each bag. So we're going to get 3/4 of a gram. And today we paid $125, postage paid. That was $125 to the door. Boom. And here we got it. So not a lot of information about the dirt itself other than it's their famous dirt. And yeah, that's true. It is famous, and like I said, I'm always on it. If you go back to their main page, they give a little bit more information about them, show you some of their adventure pictures, photos, and whatnot. But basically, you know, Chicken Miner is a well-known prospecting community member, seller, and they got some great dirt. That's pretty much all there is to it. Not a lot of description on it, because if you know, you know. So we know, and we know what's up. So let's check this out. We're going to bust this box open. Ships to us in the USPS flat rate package. And yeah, there you go. So let's hit the bench and check it out. All right, we're here on the bench, and we got us a box of dirt. 3 pounds is what it says on the page. Well sealed. They got that priority mail tape, but we got the perfect tool for that. All right, we made our way through the security tape. Now we got the second layer of sticky holding us back, but we got through that and we're in. Let's put away miner's claw. We don't want to have any accidents, lose a finger or an arm. All right, to the box. What we got a box and a bag. Straightforward and as simple as it gets. There's some dirt in the box, a little bit fell out when I flipped it over. So what does that mean? Did the bag open? Doesn't look like the bag opened up here. Aha. Little bit of a split here in the bottom of the bag, as you can see here on the video, right there. So this is why I always recommend, if you're going to use kind of chintzy bags with this funky, I sealed it myself, kind of edge, either double tap that shit or double bag that shit, because you know, this happens, and that happened, and here we are. There's more dirt on my bench. There could be gold in there, I don't know. We're gonna have to try to scrape it up as well as we can. So I'm looking at my invoice here. It looks like I only paid 105 for it, or I'm sorry, 120 for it. So it's gone up a little bit in the last week. It is 100 and, what did I say, 25 now? Yeah, 125. All right. So this is what we got. I'm going to be careful about moving things around here because I don't know if the other side is also split open. Any of the edge, I imagine, has some susceptibility to that. But we'll zoom in a little bit, get an idea of what the dirt looks like. Nice brown material. Nice stuff. All right. Let's get it in a bucket or something, because I'm afraid this stuff's gonna go wild on us. And then we'll take a look at it. All right, 3 pounds of the chicken in a bucket. Hey, hey. It's like KFC, baby. We'll take this guy, scrape it across, get all the little stuff that fell out, scrape together, back in the bucket with the rest of the chicken. There we go. We got a bucket of chicken now. Let's take a look. That is our Paydirt. Yeah. Bright light on it. Punch myself in the face with the light. There you go. There you go. That's our chicken minor Paydirt. Looking good, looking bright, looking brown. Don't think there's much more else to it. The material is a little bit wet, a little bit chunky. Not a whole lot of big material in here, chunks of anything. I think once it gets wet, a lot of this stuff's just going to fall apart. Hopefully give up its gold. There are a couple larger pieces of rock in here, but you know, I mean, it's kind of wet, so I think my best bet at this point is to just lean into it, get it nice and wet, and then run it down the sluice. So I think that's what we're gonna do. So don't go anywhere. Oh, let's magnet it, I guess. Not a lot of magnetics came out of there, but the material's wet and it's hard to do a magnet dip on a wet material anyways, so no worries. We're gonna get it done. Let's move over to the sluice and fire that baby up and find us some gold. All right, welcome back. We've got the dirt all wetted up. Got it here, our bucket of chicken, and the sluice is ready to go. We're gonna fire that baby up, get that flowing. All right, as always, we got a new song for you, so sit back and relax, enjoy the tunes while we sift our sands and find our gold. All right, let's do it.
Roll it out, let it slide. Brown gold in a paper tide. 3 pounds heavy in your hand. Dirt with promise, dirt with plan. I heard the word on the back row bend. Chicken Alaska, call your friends. Shiny little rumor sealed up tight. Something in the bag feels right. You never know what falls through. 3/4 gram and a grin for you. Chicken Alaska. Dig it up. Chicken Alaska. That bag is full.
We are all done running and we're ready to go see our gold. Let's go take a peek. Here at the head of the sluice, zoom out a little bit. Oh yeah, definitely seeing some nice pieces of shiny in there. Zoom in so you guys can see them too. And look at that. Look at all that gold. Woo! All right, let's get this all cleaned up. Let us find our goods and do the stuff. All right, we'll be right back.
Hands all dusty, face all bright. Open the stash in the porch light. One for the kid and one for the crew. One for the story you swear is true. Laughing loud with the whole damn town. Turn the bag and shake it down. Every scoop got a spark inside. Every little find feels oversized. You never know what comes through. 3/4 gram and a grin for you. Chicken Alaska, hey. Dig it up. Chicken Alaska, that bag is full of luck. 3 pounds of dirt and a little surprise, more than you expect right before your eyes. Come on to shout, everybody crowd out. So if you want a little thrill tonight, hold that bag up to the light. Tiny treasure, big old grin. Let the good times roll within. Chicken Alaska, dig it up. Chicken Alaska, that bag is full of luck. 3 pounds of dirt and a little surprise, more than you expect right before your eyes. Come on and shout, everybody crowd out.
There's your gold, baby. How about that? Look at that sweet, sweet golden smile. Nice big chunky chunks. Bunch of little flaky flakes. All looking so nice. Now I'm going to get this snuffered up. Get this all sucked up and out of the way. I'm going to run back through these tailings down here just to make sure nothing rolled off. There's a little bit of that roly-poly gold in here. And you know that sometimes likes to get away from you, run back into the tailings, and you got to chase it a little bit. So I'm going to do a little bit of chasing. And we'll be right back after I dry it out with my final words and ROI. Let's go. All right, welcome back. So we got that gold all dried up, and we're going to weigh it out here in just a minute. I'm changing up the format a little bit here. We're going to talk about the dirt first, then we'll weigh it out and figure out how much gold we found and all that. But the dirt, we'll talk about that. We got 3 pounds of material. That's what the ad was for. That's what we received, a nice big bag. Unfortunately, that bag did rip open a little bit, and a little bit of material was lost. Was any gold lost? I don't know. Most of the material that fell out of the bag, I was able to scrape back into the bucket, my bucket of chicken. So that was all good, and hopefully it doesn't affect what we found, because we did find some really nice gold. But as far as the dirt goes, it was all really easy to go through. Not a lot of like big, funky, chunky, wasteful material. There was a little bit of larger rock in there. That I think was more just to kind of give you an idea of what the material comes from. some nice little pieces of granite and quartz and just a bunch of your general rocks that you would expect to find in, you know, that kind of material. Lets you know where it comes from. And you know what? Maybe I could even crush up a few of those rocks and find a couple more flakes of gold. You never know. But ultimately, the overall material was all nice spread of good, you know, size. I didn't feel overwhelmed with any classification there. Of course, I ran it down the sluice, and so that's going to get rid of a lot of that anyways. But at the end, everything that I was left over was just some nice, heavy material mixed in with a little bit of lighter stuff that got hung up there. But it was pretty easy to pan off, and ultimately, the gold was all right there. And I think as far as the difficulty of this material goes, it's pretty good for a novice. It is natural Paydirt, or at least it feels very natural. As far as the description goes, this is their famous Paydirt with some extra gold added into it. So who knows what we're going to find. But let's go ahead and hop over to the bench and check out what we found. So let's find out. We'll turn on the scale. We're all teared out. We got our gold right here. Chunks and chunks, and oh my gosh. A couple more little pieces that hung behind. Wow. What we found is 0.986 of a gram of gold. Wow. That is awesome. I was definitely not expecting to find that much. 0.986. Wow. So that is awesome. Look at that. Some really nice, big, chunky pieces of gold. Get up in there. Look at that. I'll take a few pictures and put them up here so you can see them up close. But yeah, look at that. That is awesome. So yeah, man, wow. The gold looks awesome, weighed awesome. Let me just go ahead and put the numbers up here and we'll go over the ROI and then finish it off. Chicken miner, 3 pounds of Paydirt, paid $120 for the bag, shipped to my door, found 0.986 of a gram of gold, almost a whole gram of gold here, okay? That has a today value of $143.94, and that's going to give us an ROI on this bag of 119%. Dude, what? 119%. That is some awesome return. I mean, it's chicken miner, you know, that you're always going to be very pleased with what you get. I definitely am here today. Man, blow my mind. Pow. Chicken miner, awesome job. Man, you guys never let me down. This is some awesome dirt. Really fun to go through. Great return on what I spent versus what I got back. Beautiful gold. What else can I say? I'll leave a link down below, and I just hope that there's any left for you guys by the time this airs, because it says limited quantity, and I am fighting the urge right now to just go back and pick up another 5 bags. So, or 5 more bags. So I'm going to fight that urge so there's something left for the rest of you. But you better act quick because it's going to be gone quick. Definitely a site to bookmark and always check back just to see what they have. But definitely if they're available, it is absolutely worth picking it up because I gotta say I'm always very, very pleased with the product, with the shipping. It got here quick. 10 out of 10 chicken miner. You got it. Best bucket of chicken I ever had, I'll tell you that much. But go check it out. chickenminer.com, link down below. Once you're done there, go check out my website, www.backyardprospecting.com. Go check out the Prospector Shop. I sell stuff there, so maybe you find something cool. Pick one up for you, whatever it may be, whether it's some Paydirt, some prospecting gear, or even go hit up my swag shop and pick yourself up some swag. Get yourself a cool t-shirt, hat, maybe tapestry, panning apron. I don't know. I got a whole bunch of stuff there. All very cool. Go check it out. Pick yourself up some gear. Backyardprospecting.com. You're smart. You'll figure it out from there. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, go ahead and subscribe so you don't miss out on any of my future content. And don't forget, tune in Monday nights, 5 p.m. Pacific, BSing in the shed. And we'll BS here in the shed and hang out, run some dirt, and somebody will win some gold. So don't miss out on that. Till then, this is Dig Daddy signing out from the shed. If I don't see you out at the rivers, I'll catch you in the backyard. Peace. Doesn't this button ever work? Hey, show's over, y'all. Go home. Go check out something else. Check out this playlist right here for more prospecting videos, and this one right here for some gear reviews and stuff. And again, don't forget to subscribe if you're not a subscriber. Peace.